choice, I would never marry myself. But then there are some naive people like my wife Puneet. She got caught. And the first rule of running a brilliant con is that you rake in the goods as soon as possible. But small problem. There I was sitting in the Philippines trying to run a long distance relationship. So the deal when I took up the job in the Philippines was fairly simple. Go there, set up the center there, and a year later we'll talk about wherever you want to be, the Philippines, India, or Canada. But for love, I was ready to move back to India. So I called my bosses and I said, hey, I want to move back to India. They said, it'll take a little bit of time. I said, how much time? They said, 1 month. I said, no problem at all. So a month later, I called them again and said, sir, I want to move back to India. It'll take a little bit more time. I said, how much time? About 3 weeks. So meanwhile, I start exploring an opportunity with Citibank. Talks fell through because I refused to join their BPO, which was the offer on the table. But अब क्या कर सकते हैं ना, नहीं हुआ तो नहीं हुआ. So in any case, 3 weeks later, I called the bosses again and I said, they told me more time. Now this time, I told them to. Now I didn't have another job in hand, but I resigned, all for love. So as I made the slow walk back home on the streets of Makati at 4 a.m. and I went home and slept. At 11 a.m. that same day, I got a call. Since you were so adamant, we got a special approval to hire you. And that, my friends, is the safety net. So when you step out and take a stand, the universe will favor you. And this has happened with me so often, and I repeat this very often, that go out and take a stand. Now, this entire thing is done, but there's just one small catch. There's one round left with HR. And the HR guy couldn't get the time zone difference right. So, Philippines was a lot of hard work, okay? But Friday night was party time, okay? So, the moment we would get off work, there would be a lot of drinking into the earlier hours of Saturday. So, after several reschedules, the HR guy calls on a Saturday morning. Now, one part of me wants to say that, hey, listen, I'm drunk, call later. And the other part said, I mean, you quit without a job in any case, how wrong can you go? So, guess what? I didn't go wrong and I got the job. So now I'm back in India and we convince my slow as molasses Sikh father-in-law why this Hindu guy is in a tearing hurry wants to marry his daughter. But that is a story for another time. So he gets convinced and the marriage is fixed. Now, one small problem. I was on probation at Citibank. So, no vacation allowed. I asked my boss for leave. Denied. I asked his boss. Denied again. So here I was, having done all the hard work and not being able to marry. But marrying and dying are two things that don't exactly follow your company's rule book, right? So I went to another senior who had an open position, and I asked him, will you hire me? So he agreed. And I said, the only thing that I want from you is 10 days of leave to get married. And that is how I got married. So if anyone tells you that you cannot choose your bosses, you can. If anyone tells you your life is smaller than the rule book, please feel free to show them the middle finger. Because if I can, you can too. So it's a mindset, right? A mindset of putting yourself first. A mindset of breaking the rule book when it doesn't serve you. A mindset born from being fearless. And that's exactly what I teach people today. Becoming the most authentic version of yourself and building a fearless mindset. So, if you are ready to build confidence, break free of fear, and write your own rules, join me in the Break Seize Forge program. This is Sid Bahri signing off, and until next time, be fearless.